Hello Aries, welcome to your July 2019 reading. Thank you for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Special welcome to my podcast listeners on iTunes and Spotify. Let's get started. The Lady of the Mirror. Reflection, non-judgment. This is from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck. Now it came out for you as your primary focus for July. The card is both an ally and a challenge, depending on how you see yourself reflected back to you in the mirror. It's a reminder that we are all exactly where we need to be on our own particular paths at that very moment. Every part of our story, our successes, our failures are essential to finding ourselves and also finding ourselves on the right path. There is an energy of releasing any judgment here and accepting how things are at the given time. Also, it's about the law of attraction, and it's reminding you, Aries, that what you are is what you attract. Now, it's not about blaming yourself for others' transgressions. It's not about that at all, Aries. You are responsible for your own actions, and you can't be responsible for the actions of others. But still, it's asking you to perceive your own part in your current situation. Acknowledge that, but release the judgment around it. And it's about recognizing that wherever we are at the current time, Aries, is where we need to be on our own particular growth, our own particular pathway. Now, around you, from the mystical Shaman oracle, we have the card of completion. Now, this, of course, is about something coming full cycle, an ending, so that there can be a new beginning. It seems like, Aries, that you're finishing out a cycle here because there is no more growth, nothing else to gain, to benefit you. It's time to honor what has been and move on. Clinging to the past or clinging to this relationship, this job, whatever this is, will bring decay. The longer, when we speak about completion, we speak about a beginning, middle and an end. And it's much like planting the seed, growing the fruit there and the flower. So it's very much an energy here of, if you leave fruit on the vine too long, it rots. So you don't want to stay in a place where you finish growing, where there is nothing more to gain from it. So that's how I'm feeling around this, although there may be a reluctance for you to move on. So we'll see where this goes, Aries. I'll leave this as the overall energy. I'm going to be doing a horseshoe reading, and I'll be using the Waite deck here. So let's get started. I'll do another couple of shuffles here. Messages for Aries for July. The messages for Aries for July, please, Spirit Guides. Messages for Aries for July. Okay, let's get started. What is the message here for Aries? We'll start with the past energy, have a look at the present energy, what's happening in the near future, your advice or your best path to follow, what is happening around you that is currently affecting you, your hopes and fears, the outcome, and what this reading is about, or the overall energy. So Aries, let's take a look. Right in the center of this reading, in July we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position. So Aries, it does seem like something that was being made available to you is no longer there. It's being removed from your life in whatever circumstance that may be. It may be as a result of someone else's actions, or it may be you that is rejecting this, realizing that it's run its course, that there is nothing more for you to gain from following this particular path in life. For some it's a relationship, for others it's more career or even just more life path energy that I'm picking up around this. Let's take a look at the past energy. We have the Hanged Man in reverse, so there has been a reluctance to move on. There has been some stagnation here. Even though it seems like there was no more room for you to run with this pentacle. I almost see that as like running with a football, if I want to use a sports analogy. I hope you don't mind. If you have the Page of Pentacles in the upright, it's you're very set on your course. You're excited about the future. You want things to go a certain way. At least you're hoping that it will. And you're putting your effort towards it. You're putting in all your hard work. In this case, though, there's an energy of giving up around this Page of Pentacles in reverse, dropping the ball and saying, well, I've run far enough with this. I'm not going to run any more with it because the finish line or the goalposts there have been taken away. So there's an energy around this of perhaps someone else taking away that opportunity that once was there for you to score a goal. The Hangman in reverse in the past tells me that you have been clinging to this idea, even though I feel that there needed to be perhaps a pause, a time of reflection. I do get a very thorough and honest self-appraisal has been needed here in order to see your particular life circumstance and how you can improve it. Let's take a look at the current energy. The Ten of Swords. So something is over here. There is, of course, completion, finality with the 10. It is over. Something that won't be repeated in your life. Now, I feel it's a good thing because I do feel that there was a lesson learned here for you, Aries, in this particular case. And now it's really just about taking this pause, taking this breath, if you will, in order to really spend some time thinking about how your particular choices in life, the actions of the past have led to this moment. I also see this as how you're going to react to this Ten of Swords. It is a choice for you, I feel. It's going to be a choice how you react to this 10. Let's see. In the near future, you have the Four of Cups. Okay. So how I'm seeing this is you're choosing to withdraw. I get some, I have to say, pouty energy around this one. So it does seem to me like something's been taken away from you, Aries, that you're not happy about. I get this as emotional withdrawal. I feel for you, if someone's offering you any kind of consolation or any commiseration, you're knocking it back because it's not what you wanted. I feel, I get a strong essence here that you've been holding on to this, hoping that this was going to turn around and this Page of Pentacles was going to be an offer that was renewed or regained. Unfortunately, though, I feel that the other person or perhaps a boss, someone here has said, no, this is over. And now there comes the aftermath where you are really spending some time focused more within. Now, again, this can go a couple of different ways for you depending on how you're seeing your current circumstances, Aries. Now, if you're seeing it as something that needed to end because there's nothing more you could gain from it, I feel that this time alone here will be well spent. It'll be spent more on you, focused on what you can, how you want to react to these kinds of things in the future, or how you want to grow in the future, what your next step is, Aries. Where do you see yourself going next? Opening up more opportunities, seeing the cups in front of you as potential rather than focusing on the one thing that you wanted but was denied you or is no longer available. Let's take a look and see what's in the advice. The Knight of Pentacles. So if this is in relation to work, for you it's about not giving up, focusing on the end game, focusing long term. Slow and steady wins the race is the Knight of Pentacles. He's my favorite knight because he is someone who is practically minded, trustworthy. There's loyalty here, and he gets the job done, although it may be a slow pace. It happens. The other knights tend to come in quite quickly. They're excitable, they're charming, and all of that. Quite steadfast. But I feel this guy here, and I'm seeing this as you, Aries, maybe going a little bit slower in the future. It may be that you rushed into this opportunity in the past. You had more of that Knight of Wands or Knight of Swords energy. More like Knight of Wands, I feel, for you, Aries. And as a result of jumping in perhaps a little bit too quickly, it hasn't worked out. And so I get this energy here of you in the future taking a little bit of a slower approach, calm approach, and a more practical approach too. So it's not about hastiness, it's not about speed. It's about trusting, and it's about long-term goals as well. Making sure that your needs are going to be met long-term. Now around you, as the external circumstances here, you have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Now with this one, Aries, I do feel that there is a closure here in relation to something that was providing you with a stable money, stable income, stability in the home. So it's either a job or a relationship here, in which case you're losing some stability. And that's been scary for you. It's most likely why you have been holding on to this with the Hangman in reverse. But it's all about a changing your perspective here if you find yourself clinging to this, reluctant to move on. Rather than focusing on the opportunity that once was there and hoping for that to come back as it was originally, it's more about focusing on what this opportunity has become. It's played out, it's no longer available to you. And the realization, the acceptance of that, I feel will help you take a more pragmatic approach around this whole ending, which might save you some distress or exacerbation around this ending. It will speed up the healing process if you can accept and start to appreciate that there'll be more opportunities out there for you, Aries. It doesn't end here for you, not by a long shot. This one just didn't pan out the way you'd hoped. But it's all about successes and failures in life, perceived failures. They're essential to us finding ourselves. It's an essential part of life. It's an essential part of growth, both successes and failures. Let's take a look and see what your hopes and fears are here. You've got the Hermit in reverse. I do feel that for you, Aries, there is an element of not wanting to go too deep, not wanting to look too far in about how perhaps your choices or how you have played a role in this current ending. I get an element of blame here, judging another, blaming another for your current circumstances. Now, Aries, you're not normally one who is into victimhood. So for you, this is a bit of a challenge, I feel, that Lady of the Mirror. Accepting your part in this whole thing and being really honest with yourself. A very thorough and honest self-appraisal about how how this Page of Pentacles ended up as the Ten of Swords there, an ending. But I get that you are looking too deeply here within to have a look at and see how you may have affected the outcome. You know, it's that whole law of attraction thing that I'm picking up around this right from the start. What we put out, we get back. But it's not about blaming ourselves for other people's actions. No, it's just being accountable for how your actions played a part in this. Now the outcome here is the Strength card, and that's a beautiful card for you, Aries, because it tells me that you are the lion, you are the strong person, you are someone who has enough courage, perseverance to get through this. You have that will, you have that iron will within, and you're not going to let this ending get you down for too long, I don't feel, Aries. You'll be back up on your feet in no time with this Strength card, realizing that if you look at the situation in a different way, recognizing that there's nothing more to be gained for you personally from being in this situation or trying to cling to it, that it will just, you know, it's that rotted fruit analogy. You know, you don't want to be the fruit that's left on the vine there to rot. No, you want the growth. You want to go on to something that is going to provide you with something more to learn, a new challenge, something more for you to gain, Aries. So it's about realizing that, it's about accepting that you are exactly where you need to be on your particular pathway in life, on your particular journey, Aries. Now let's get some clarifiers. I'm going to pull out 3 here for the Strength card for Aries. What is the outcome here for Aries with the Strength card, please? Okay. We have the Death card in reverse. Yeah, you're going to need all of the strength here in order not to try to cling to this situation. Remember, it's all about an ending. The death cycle, it sucks. It does. But it's necessary in life so you can have something new, something that will be better for you in the future. Let's take a look. What is the Strength card for, and the Death card in reverse here for Aries in the outcome? We also have the 3 of Wands, yeah. Don't cling, Aries. Look, you've got this world out there for you that's just, it's asking for Aries to be a part of it and saying, look, here I am. Come and get me. Come and see what's available to you. So much more out there for you to see, to enjoy, to conquer, you know. This one's done. It's done and dusted. Let's get one more. And what is this 3 of Wands here for Aries? And we have the Tower in reverse. It's something that needed to happen, this Tower, this ending, this 10 of Swords, so that you can grow. And you shouldn't fear this. You shouldn't resist this change. It is a major change in your life, Aries. There's no denying that this isn't a significant life event. It is. But clinging to it will just delay your future success. Let's take a look. I want to get one more card here at the end, Aries, for your message. I'll get one from the Raven's Wand Oracle. It's a new oracle that I have. First time using this, so let's take a look, Aries. What is the message for Aries? What does Aries need to hear? We have Time's Arrow. Let's take a look at that one, Aries. Time's Arrow. Okay. With this one, it's a little girl here. She's holding a crystal ball and she has this dragon toad. Now, the dragon toad is asking her to know the future. She presents this crystal ball, waiting for something to appear. The future, though, is a murky land, but one thing is certain. Time can magnify or diminish. Do things seem futile because time destroys all eventually, or precisely because of this, everything we do has significance? Time diminishes pain as it heals, just as it magnifies by urging us to spend every moment well. So it's about magnifying or diminishing. Both can better our lives, and time can be your servant, not enemy. Okay. At the present time, you're having difficulty letting this go, though, because you're viewing the future as something that, with fear. You're viewing it with trepidation. But Aries, once you start to see things in a new way, opening your eyes to the end of a cycle here, completing it out so that you can look forward to a fabulous new future, Aries, I feel that give it some time and you'll start to see, you won't see things as bleak or as badly as you do now. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Aries, and wish you all the very best. Thank you for watching here on YouTube and listening on the podcast. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Hope that my podcast listeners check me out on YouTube under Gypsy Insights by Michelle. You can view this reading along with many other readings, including the love readings as well. So enjoy, and I will speak to you again very soon. Bye for now, Aries. Wishing you the best with this.